Hey, shalom, shalom, manak na waha bar. Yasha Allah walakim la atam, kar shabawai bahar chawa, kakshaw, Yahweh bahasham, Yahweh shah ma'amath, which is truly, hey, the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh bahasham, Yahweh shah, to preach to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, Israelite foreigners. Nacham atam, kaya hamalak wath hashemayim korah, repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call laim la, Yahweh bahasham, Yahweh shah bahasham, Racha HaKodash. Wamashana Kabadim Zuquim Nawa Wamala Akim Shaw Yashala Zuquim Hagara Wall Wachasa Washalawam Wavrakim Laha Bakharim Shawha Kawiya Shashalawam. Right, so all praise to the Most High Yahweh, which means He exists Bahasham. In the name Yahweh Shai delivers double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and mercy, peace, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, which means peace. All right, so this past weekend, I was able to fellowship, with the brothers in Virginia, all right, and a couple other brothers. But pretty much this lesson is inspired because I had a conversation with a brother and pretty much going into the statues and stuff that's in Virginia Beach and also Norfolk. All right, so that's in Virginia Beach and Norfolk. All right. And in Norfolk, they have, I'm going to start with this one. In Virginia Beach, they have a statue, right, which goes back to, an idol in Greek mythology. It's, or not Greek, it's so-called Roman mythology. All right, it says King of the Sea, right? So it says his heroic, quote, his heroic visage honors the maritime legacy of Virginia Beach, while also standing as a vivid reminder of the community's duty to respect and protect our natural blessings, end quote. All right, that's talking about Neptune, so-called, all right. Now, I'm going to this real fast. It's right here. It says fabled marine. This is a definition for so-called mermaids. It says fabled marine or amphibian creature having the upper body in the form of a woman and the lower body in the form of a fish with human attributes, which, this, and then also something else that goes into like fertility. I mean, the so-called deity Neptune goes into like has different attributes, but this so-called mermaids go into like fertility and et cetera and et cetera. According to mythology, we understand that this is fake, but I'm just reading over it. But nevertheless, continuing on, it says, with human attributes usually working harm with or without malignant intent to mortals with whom she might be thrown into relation, which that ultimately goes into what they call in those tales, like the I believe they would call it like sirens, But this word comes from, it says mer, or that part mer. We understand that maid comes from maiden, all right, which is a young woman. Now going back, mer, it says pool, small lake, pond, all right. And I did a video going into this, but this word stems from the Hebrew word marah or mar, which means water, all right, because mar goes into bitter or brackish water. And right here it says, in definition 1, it says body of water, Marie. All right, but when you go into this, we can see that it says mar, marina, marinate, marine, et cetera, rosemary, submarine, ultramarine, and everything else. But nevertheless, let's go back. I looked up why each statue was in the specific areas. If you look at how they position the Neptune statue, right? The back is facing, the back is towards the sea, all right, and then the face is towards the west, all right, facing towards the mermaids in Norfolk. Because if you look at the on the map, Virginia Beach is on the board, the outer perimeter, or the on the East Coast, all right. So with that being said, the Neptune statue, the back will be facing towards the Atlantic Ocean, all right, and that's symbolism, all right. So it's symbolism and it's also witchcraft. All right. So let me get this definition real fast. All right. This is the definition for face. Bahalashwan Kodash in the Holy Tongue. All right. So it says Panya, Hasharash Dabar, the root word, Mayan Pana, from Pana, all right, to turn. All right, now let's go into this lexicon, Strong's lexicon. Scroll down to the point. All right, and it reads, it says, it's going into the face, it says personal, it says person, personal, presence. The face, the surface of a thing. Now the point is presence. Now let's get that etymology for presence. So it says, fact of being present, state of being in a certain place, not of some other, space before or around someone or something. Going down, a state of being face to face with a superior or great personage. All right. So it says the meaning, carriage, demeanor, aspect, that of divine, spiritual, or incorporeal being felt as present. All right. So state of being face to face with a superior or great personage. All right, that's the what's used right here. All right, so to speak. That's essentially what Esau did on the left hand side, you see, because with that statue being faced towards the west, all right, towards the rest of the country, all right, the back is facing towards the Atlantic Ocean. All right, and when you go into in Greek mythology, Neptune, he essentially they said he essentially owned the waters. So basically what Esau did was he's pretty much putting that vibration out there that, hey, you know, this is what this is here for. This is what this statue is here for. You know, pretty much stating that that statue is a presence of witchcraft and Greek mythology and Roman mythology, if you will, you know. And again, it goes into witchcraft, right? Because the back is facing towards the sea, and then with the face being towards the rest of the country. All right, basically saying that the seas would belong to Neptune. You see, which that's false. You know, we understand this is idolatry. All right, but nevertheless, this pushes forth a vibration of confusion. You know, because again, the face of the statue is facing from Virginia Beach to Norfolk. All right. And essentially Esau Edom knows that this it pushes forth confusion. So Jake that's lost can be easily trapped up into this because Esau has studied us. You know, the scriptures call him a cunning hunter. So I just want to get a couple precepts going into that. All right. So this is Isaiah chapter 42. And verse 8, all right, and it reads, it says, I am the Lord, that is my name. My glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images, which, you know, by them doing that, you know, because the Lord ultimately controls everything. All right, so they essentially, what these heathen will do is that they'll take different creations and, you know, things like rain or tsunamis or hurricanes, and they'll put a so-called deity or a idol over it, you see, and that's essentially what they did with this statue, you see, with that, and then also so-called mermaids, which those things are made up, you know, but essentially by putting some type of idol over these different things is giving the Lord's glory to another. All right, let's get another precept. This is Yahweh Dayath, also Judith, chapter 5 and verse 16. All right, and it reads, it says, and they cast forth before them the not Canaanite or Hananite, the Pezerite, the Jebusite, and the Skimite, and the Girgasites, and they that dwelt in that country many days. And once they sinned not before their power, they prospered, because the Most High that hated iniquity was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. All right. And essentially, this is what the heathen understand. I'm going to keep going on. It says, but now they are returned to their power, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Yerushalayim, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against his people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their power before them, and we become a reproach before all the world. You see, so when we're at one with our power, the Lord defends us. All right, but when we are going off, when we sin, that's when we are further away from the Lord, and we aren't defended. All right. So Esau Edom understands this. So this is why he puts, the different statues and et cetera, et cetera, because Jake holds fast to those idols, you see, and especially Jake, without understanding. This is Mashalia, Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 7. It says, and beheld. I'm gonna start from verse 5. It says, I'm gonna start from verse 1. It says, my son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live. And my law is the apple of thine eye. Bind them upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart. All right, going to the word, keep the word, it should be on your mind. It says, say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, because this word is likened to a woman. All right, or wisdom is likened to a woman. All right. So it says that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth with her words. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and beheld among the simple ones, I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding. All right, and this is talking about in America, Babylon the Great. All right, chiefly, you see, because for the most part, Jake is without the truth. You see, and this is essentially why Esau Edom pushes forth, the different confusion. You see, because Jake takes hold to that confusion. Jake is impressionable. You see, so whatever is in, that's what Jake is into. So, nevertheless, continuing on, let's get Yeshaya, Isaiah chapter 47, and we'll get verse 1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, or daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be termed, called tender and delicate. All right, virgin daughter of Babylon, you see, because this place is confusion. All right, I'm going to go into this word, Babylon, Babal, Bahalashwan Kodash, in the holy tongue. It says confusion by mixing. All right, so when we look at Babylon, you got the this place is called Sodom for all the detestable acts. It's called Egypt, Matazarium. All right, it's called Gomorrah, Imara. All right, it's called what else? Babylon, Babal. Because all these places, Rome 2.0. All these places, Salak Marathayim, double rebellion. It's pretty much mixed up with each different culture. It's all in one place. All right. That's why it's called the land of confusion. You see, so Jake pretty much subscribes to these different things, just like in other captivities. All right. So let's get another one. This is Acts chapter 19, because this is essentially where it started. All right. This is Acts chapter 19 and verse 27. So it reads, it says, which this is in by Yuan in Greece, all right, in Greece, and then also, the Greeks, the Romans took a lot of things from the Greeks, all right. So we're going into that so-called Neptune statue, which that would be technically from the Roman era, but I believe they got that from out of mythology from Greece, So continuing on, this is Acts chapter 19 and verse 26. It says, moreover, see, 27. It says, so that not only this, our craft is in danger to be set at naught, but also the temple of the great goddess Diana should be despised, and her magnificence should be destroyed, whom all Asia and the world worshipeth. Which, when you go into this is going back to Greece. All right, I believe this was in Ephesus. All right. And it says the name of a Grecian goddess borrowed by the Asiatics for one of their deities. All right. So, this was in the time of Greece. In Ephesus, it says, and when they heard these sayings, they were full of wrath and cried out, saying, great is Diana of the Ephesians. And the whole city was filled with confusion. And having caught Gaius and Aristarchus, men of Macedonia, Paul's companions and traveled, they rushed with one accord into the theater. And when Paul would have entered in unto the people, the disciples suffered him not. And certain of the chief of Asia, which were his friends, sent unto him, desiring him that he would not adventure himself into the theater. Some therefore cried out. Some therefore cried one thing and some another. For the assembly was confused, and the more part knew not, wherefore they were come together, and drew Alexander out of the multitude, the Jews putting him forward, and Alexander beckoned with the hand, and would have made his defense unto the people. But when they knew that he was a Jew, all with one voice about the space of 2 hours cried out, Great is Diana of the Ephesians. And when the town clerk had appeased the people, he said, Yea, men of Ephesus, what man is there that knoweth not how the city of the Ephesians is a worshipper of the great goddess Diana, and of the image which fell down from Jupiter? You see, so they was all into this stuff, and I believe all of the planets are, if not all, most of the planets is named after different mythological figures. All right. And that's because this was super prevalent in like Rome and Greece, you see. But being that this is Rome 2.0 and this is Babylon, Esau has taken different things from different cultures and then pretty much just threw them all into America, Babylon the Great. And that's why you have that big ass statue in Virginia Beach. The presence of it's pretty much the presence of witchcraft, because the position of the statue being as the back is towards the sea, saying that pretty much they believe that the seas are his, which that's false, but continuing on, let's get some more precepts. This is Isaiah, Yeshaya, chapter 44 and verse 9, just going into that. This is Yeshaya, chapter 44. It's a lot. It's Jeremiah. Yeshaya 44 and verse 9. It says that they make a graven image. They that make a graven image are all of them vanity, and their delectable things shall not profit. And they are their own witness. They see not, nor know, that they may be ashamed. Who hath formed a god or a molten graven image that is profitable for nothing? Hey, so that it was a guy, he made it in like 2005, and like just like I got in the beginning of the video, pretty much they was saying that it's to remember this, that, and the third, to remember the respect of the community, whatever else, but it's profitable for nothing. All right, it serves no purpose, like it says in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. It says, "Behold," because if I can say, what is that statue saying? Like right now, what was it saying during the the Shai Ishar? That the 19. All right, it was saying nothing when everybody was getting that juice. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't saying anything then. It's not saying anything now. It's not saying anything that about the charagma. It's not saying anything about prophecy. All right. Only the scriptures go into prophecy. All right. Continuing on. Behold, all his fellows shall be ashamed, and the workmen they are of men. Let all them be gathered together. Let them stand up. Yet they shall fear, and they shall be ashamed together. The smith with the tongs both worketh in the coals, and fashioneth it with hammers, and worketh it with the strength of his arms. Yet he is hungry, and his strength faileth. He drinketh no water, and is faint. The carpenter stretcheth out his rule. He maketh it out with a line. All right, and this is essentially going into how it was made. Because when you go back to it, let's see, when you go back to it, it'll tell you. It says 80 tons of clay, 25 tons of plaster, 1 ton of glue, 7,500 sanding discs, and I'm pretty sure they had some measurings in it, you see, but that's essentially what these idol makers do. They measure it out, they try to make it to the best fashion. I'm gonna keep going. It says the carpenter stretcheth out his rule, he marketh it with a line, he filleth it with planes, he marketh it out with the compass, he maketh it after the figure of a man. And is that statue not after the figure of a man, according to the beauty of a man, that it may remain in the house? He heweth him down cedars, and taketh cypress and the oak, which he strengtheneth for himself among the trees of the forest. He planteth an ash, and the rain doeth nourish it. Then shall it be for a man to burn, for he will take thereof and warm himself. Yea, he kindleth it, and baketh bread. Yea, he maketh a god, and worshipeth it. He maketh it a graven image, and falleth down thereto. All right, and because going back, it said to honor this or that, the heroic visage. When this idol has done nothing for anything. It was just made up. So it says he burneth part thereof in the fire, with part thereof he eateth flesh. He roasteth roast and is satisfied, yet he warmeth himself and saith, Aha, I am warm. I have seen the fire, and the residue thereof he maketh a god, even his graven image. He falleth down unto it and worshipeth it, and pray unto it, and saith, Deliver me, for thou art my power. They have not known nor understood, for he hath shut their eyes, they cannot see, and their hearts that they cannot hear. And it's actually people that actually, believe that, because Jakes was doing that back in the time of Greece and Rome, you see. So it's actually individuals that do that now, you see. And even if they not doing that, it's still pushing forth a vibration of confusion, you see. So Jakes is still, confused. They don't know what to believe. All right, so it says they cannot understand, and none considereth in his heart, neither is there knowledge nor understanding to say, I have burned part of it in the fire, yet also I have baked bread upon the coals thereof, I have roasted flesh and eaten it, and shall I make the residue thereof an abomination, shall I fall down to the stock of a tree. Nobody considers this. Nobody considers, hey, this is 7,500 pounds of glue, or 1 ton of whatever, else was inside that article. So it says he feedeth on ashes. A deceived heart hath turned him aside, that he cannot deliver his soul, nor say, Is there not a lie in my right hand? No one actually considers this. They just kind of, stroll on by, continuing to believe in these different idols. You still got people that actually are into, that mythology and astrology and, all that other stuff, you see. But all this stuff, what they're putting these idols to, with the seas and the, the planets and the universe, the Lord made all that stuff. The Lord Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah, he created everything. All right. Salat. This is Deuteronomy, Debarium, chapter 32. Let's get verse 39. So it says, See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. All right. So it's the Lord that does everything. The Lord has created everything. This is Isaiah, Yeshaya, chapter 45. Let's get verse 7. So it says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. The Lord does everything. All right, I'm going to keep going. Drop down, ye heavens, from above, and let the skies pour down righteousness. Let the earth open, and let them bring forth salvation, and let righteousness spring up together. I, the Lord, have created it. The Lord created everything. You see, every single thing, the seas, the waters, the flowers, the animals. All right. What else? Just everything. Everything is the Lord's, and essentially these heathen pretty much, give the Lord's credit to these different idols. I just want to go into that. It pretty much just sparked a lesson in the spirit. Go ahead, close it up by saying, Call Layim La Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shah Ba'asham Kodash. A double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And much respect to you bros out there pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. Wa Yahweh Mahar, La Bachayaryam, a Godspeed to the elect. Wa Halayallah to Wab, a good night. Shalom, shalom.